welcome back to the channel. My name is Davissa. So today we are going to finish the image that we did the background on out of Creepers and Haunts by Whitestag, which is the pumpkin girl right here. And I am going to be using my Brute Funer 180 colored pencils. From what I understand, if you have the Sioux Color 180, the color names do match up with the color names on these. So if you have those or these, and you have this image, you could by all means join along. So we will get started. Try to clip this a little bit better. And then I will zoom in so that you can better see what I'm going to be doing here. I'm not sure if we'll finish the image in this one video or not, but we will try. Okay, the colors I have chosen for the pumpkins are Brick Dust, Bright Orange Red, Bright Orange, Pumpkin Yellow, and Warm Yellow. So I will start with my darkest color, which is the Brick Dust. And I'm gonna go in and put this anywhere I think that there would be a shadow, and along these edges here, the pumpkin. Just make sure to leave a feathered edge for our next color to go into. And we'll do the same up here where the hat meets the pumpkin. Feather it out. And then along in here. And I'm gonna put a little bit of this brick dust around her eye as well. Okay, and then again on this side. And then back along the top where the hat lines up with the pumpkin. And then where these other lines are that the artist has drawn in, I'm going to put a little, just a little faint bit of this on top. And right in there. And then just keep doing this for all the different little sections of the pumpkin. If you hear a little bell, that's my kitten running around the house. One of. Okay. So now we'll move on to the next color, which is the bright orange red. Go over what we did and feather that one out. Okay. And now the bright orange. Pumpkin yellow. We're just going to keep doing the same thing, just layer over what we've already laid down and feather it out and leave room for our next color. I know there have been some mixed reviews about these pencils online and stuff, but I really like them. I enjoy them a lot. I've not had any issues with my set. So I don't have the Sioux color, but I have watched reviews and comparison videos, and from what I understand, like I said, the colors, from what I understand, are the same in each set. Hi. You gonna come up on the desk and say hi? Huh? I have a kitten in my lap. Oh, sorry. So now I'm using the warm yellow. Ow, ow, ow. Watch the claws. And I'm just blending everything in together with this warm yellow. Brush here. I don't know how many of you all are fans of the Beauty of Horror books or who have an Ollie's near you, but I thought I would let you all know in case you're interested. I happened to pop into my local Ollie's this morning and found that they had copies of Beauty of Horror 3 in there for just $1.99, which I was really surprised to find that in there for that price. And I didn't end up picking one up only because I already have that one in my collection, but I do love those books. And I think that that is an amazing find. So if you have an Ollie's near you and you like those kind of books, you might want to see if yours has any. Bless you, kitty. Alright, wipe the dust away. And I'm going to take my Karen Dash Full blender, clean off the tip, make sure there's nothing on there. And I'm just going to go over this and see if I can get rid of any leftover white spot. So now, I think we will move on to her hat. And for that, for the hat and the boots, I have, and her hair probably as well. I'm trying to stick to a limited color palette. I've picked out 3 shades of brown, which are dark brown, chocolate, and cinnamon. Okay, and I'm going in with my dark brown and put the shadowy areas in. Again on this side. Up here, put a little. And along this edge, just really lightly. And around the edges. Up here, just a little. Okay. Now the chocolate. Just go over what you laid down and feather that out. And then I'm gonna go in with the cinnamon and blend everything together again. this with my blender again. Just getting rid of the white spot. Wish there wasn't a whole lot left, but there was a little. And let's see. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna do a little bit with her hair here, but her hair is really small, so you're not gonna be able to get a whole lot of blending done on there. So just okay, cinnamon. And she just has two tiny little braids. There we go. Okay, and then we will go ahead and move down and do her boots while we're using these colors. So we will use the dark brown first again, and just anywhere where there could be a shadow. Just put a little bit of this. Okay. Alright, and then her shoestrings, I will probably go in with a gel pen and do those. Okay, now our chocolate. And I think I'm going to use gel pens for the candy also. Okay, and now the cinnamon. Hey, you gonna come up and say hi? No, you can't have that. No. No. You wanna come and say hi? Huh? Now you're just gonna sniff my phone? And jump back down. Okay. Okay. Brush that off. Go over just a little bit with the blender. Okay. All right. So now there. There we go. Now we will do her dress. And for her dress, I am going to use some shades of green. And I've picked out light olive, kiwi green, and middle yellowish green. So, again, we just go under her little collar here with the light olive, and down her sleeves just a little. Okay. All right, and then we will go over top of that with the kiwi green. And then lastly, the middle yellowish green. And I think I'm gonna do her collar and her sleeves, her cuffs on her sleeves, this green too, and then the little like lace looking bits at the end, I'll go in with gel pen and do that in some orange gel pen, as well as around her buttons. So go back in with the light olive. I'm just gonna put a little there and fade it down, as well as along here and here. Do that a little bit. And the middle yellowish green. Go over everything. Okay. Now her leggings or tights or whatever, I'm gonna do these striped, and they're gonna alternate in the green and the orange combo. So since her dress is oh my goodness, can't talk. Since her dress is green, the first section I'm gonna make the orange combination. So this one will be green. Skip one, make this one green. And I'm doing harder pressure along the edge and then feathering it towards the center. Okay, just like that. And this side. Let's see. Yep. Here. And here. Okay. And now the kiwi green. Okay, and then lastly the middle yellowish green. Just blend everything together. Okay. And now, for the part that we're going to do the orange, I'm not going to do all of the colors that we did in the pumpkin on her tights. But instead, I think I'm just going to do the last three colors that we did, which was the bright orange, the pumpkin yellow, and the warm yellow. If I feel it's not dark enough or bright enough, then we can add add some of the darker colors back in. But so I'm going to take the bright orange and do the same thing we did for the green sections. Harder layer towards the edge, fade it in towards the center. And then pumpkin yellow. Okay, and then the warm yellow. Okay. And do the same on that other leg. Okay. I had pulled everything for this except for the pencils to do her skin with and the gel pens. So when we get her tights finished, I will pause and find everything I need to finish up, and then we will finish up. Okay, there's that part. Oh, I am sorry. I think I had you mainly off camera that whole entire time. Alright, I'll be right back. Here, let me zoom you out first so you can kind of get a look at it, how it's looking so far, and I will be right back. All right, I apologize for that, but I have picked out some pencils here that we're gonna do the skin with, because all the skin we have is her little hands here, and I'm gonna zoom you back in. Okay, and the pencils that I've picked out to do this with, and hopefully this turns out okay, is light ochre, nude, and shallow yellow. So first I'm gonna take the shallow yellow and just do a light base coat on her hands here. Probably can't even see that. I just barely touched the paper with it. Now I'm gonna take this light ochre and go along where her sleeves meet her hands, and a little bit on her thumb there, and along here at this edge, and where that sleeve overlaps that hand. And then a little bit there. And then take the nude, go over that, extend it and feather it out. Same here. And then the shallow yellow, we will go over all of that. All right. And I think that looks okay. And zoom you out a little bit. That metallic ink makes it a little harder to see what it actually looks like because it's shining. And then you can always take your light ochre, and go back in if you feel like your shadow isn't dark enough. There you go. And so now we'll do the pumpkin, and then all of our little gel pens work. So we're gonna do this pumpkin down here as well. Okay, so I'm going back in with the brick dust. Let me zoom you in a little more because it's a small little pumpkin. Just kind of do the same thing as before. We don't have as much room this time though, so I'm not going to worry about having as big of an area with the darker shades as we did on her head. Just fit what I can on there of it, and then we'll move on to the next one, which is bright orange red. Okay, go over that, which you could use fewer colors on this one if you chose to as well, instead of trying to fit all of these on this small little pumpkin. But I like the color that we got on her head, the contrast that we was able to get with the colors that we used. Next is pumpkin yellow. And I might have missed that bright orange. That's okay. And now warm yellow, I'm just going to fill in the rest of it. It's the bad thing about me holding my pencils in my hand, because sometimes I tend to get them out of order. But it's okay. I will just go with it. Over the rest of that, just like that. Take this blender, go over that a little bit. And there we go. Okay, and so Now, you can use any gel pens you want to. I happen to have, in this little bag here, I have my DeVickle dual metallic and some from the Dollar General. I'm gonna do the handle black. Let's see. That orange, or, oh, that's not orange. Even though the cap looks orange. So we'll take that orange there for her costume, and then I want green for the shoestrings, since her outfit is green and orange. Okay, and then we'll work on the candy after that. So let's come up here to her color. Take the orange, and we're gonna do all these little bits here. Okay, and then the actual buttons themselves, I am gonna fill in with this green before we go around it with the orange. There we go, just like that. Okay, and then we'll move down here and do the little lacy bits around her sleeves. And the bottom of her dress. Okay, and we're gonna do black for this handle. If I can do it without getting it everywhere. Okay, and then let's go ahead and do the shoestrings, and then we'll figure out the candy. Okay, so okay. It's not the exact same green, but I feel like it's close enough. And then just this here. Okay. And now for the candy. So I want to stick to, or since I've been trying to stick to a limited color palette, more limited color palette anyway. For this, I think I'm going to pull the purple, because we put purple in the background. And we will do this lollipop here with the purple. And let's see, what do I have here? Okay, don't have a brown glitter gel pen, so I'm just going to take this chocolate pencil and do the stick for that lollipop with that. Okay, and now I think I will grab, or I'll do this little bit green. I'll do this little bit over here, orange, this little piece of candy. And we will do this little thing here, green. And orange right there. Okay, so I think that is it. Let's zoom you out so you can see the whole image. I don't know how well the glitter gel pen is picking up on camera, but there you have it. There's our finished image. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. And until next time, stay safe and happy coloring. Bye, guys.